So finally, Shalewa ends things, like she addresses the elephant in the room. She lets go of Mohammed's hand. Their ship has finally sunk. Hi, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be talking about episode 3 of season 7 of Killing Girl in Transit. So from where the previous episode ended, with Shalewa at Mohammed's family dinner. So now everybody just is at the table eating and having little conversations here and there. That makes a comment about Mohammed bringing a stranger to the family gathering. The whole vibe of the thing was uncomfortable for Shalewa because we had like some women on the other end looking at her one kind thing. Oh, so this is who Mohammed chose. And you had the father at the other end, making her feel uncomfortable, and the sister at the other end. So it was very, very uncomfortable for her. But yeah, so the dinner ended and Mohammed left, with his dad to go have a conversation with him. And doing that, he just abandoned Shalewa all by herself, waiting there for him, which was very, very annoying. Amira was nice enough to, walk up to her and tell her that, oh, that he's not going to be back anytime soon. Just trying to tell her that, she should leave, because once their father is in Lagos, you don't really get audience with him, and once you do, it's going to take a while, sort of thing, that she should not blame herself. She was like, if Muhammad wanted it to be easier, because he would have brought this up to the family when they were in Kano, but he just sprung this up on them, I guess, which makes it understandable, considering the way the family was treating her and the reception from them. But yeah, so after that, she just advises Shalewa to leave and stuff, tells her good night and goes home. So Shalewa goes home and she's just on her bed, just thinking about the night and everything. Then, Mohammed calls her because he gets back to the venue and notices she's not there. Calls her, trying to like apologize and all. And she was like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. But after that, she just broke down. Her mom came in, so she was just crying and crying and crying. And mom was like, why did she go and everything? So just trying to, console her and get her energy up. After that, you get to see Mide and Tiwa. So Mide is getting ready for work, and Tiwa is being all cute and lovey and stuff. So they're trying to have like an alone time, since his meeting was moved. And in the process of that happening, Derin comes in again to interrupt their moments, which made Mide very, very upset. But Tiwa was trying to tell him to just calm down, like it's okay, sort of thing. So they get talking, and Derin brings up the whole thing about how she would like to have a baby all by herself. And her brother had this look on his face, like, the conversation was just around the fact that she wants to be happy, she wants to have a baby, and this one and that one. So after that, now we get to see Wosi. So Wosi goes to school finally, like Wosi goes to school, so he meets like other students and everything. But Wosi wants to be part of the Gen Z cool kids because of what AY had put in her head. So she approaches this set of cool kids and just embarrasses herself big time. But she didn't care, because Osi's confidence is through the roof. The person she met there was like, if you want to be part of the cool kids, you need to throw a party, have drinks, this one, now, want to be popular and whatnot. And that is what Osi wants to be. She wants to be a popular girl at school. She wants to be part of the cool kids, the Gen Z cool kids, and all of that. It was really, really silly. That aside, we get to see Didi and Tiwa go to the spa, so they get talking. And Tiwa is just gisting Didi of how she would like to have a half birthday shoot for her baby. And Didi was like, which one is half birthday shoot? I'm like, Tiwa is really giving us new mommy, first mom vibes, because she's just coming up with a lot of things. But we're here for it, yeah. So they get talking, and she brings up the whole thing about how Derin wants to have a baby, and it's very unlikely, like she would not have seen that coming. People who are unlikely to have children want children, and people who actually like children don't want children, which rubbed Didi off the wrong way, because it seemed like she was, coming for her, but she wasn't really, because it was just an observation, because Didi doesn't want to have kids, and she had not like discussed that yet with her partner. So Tiwa was just trying to tell her like she needs to talk to him about it, and she was like, she wants to handle one thing at a time, kind of thing. Then, considering the whole Shalewa and Mohammed dynamic, she meets up with Tito, and she was just talking to her about like what happened. And in the process of that, Mohammed calls or like let she would like them to go for dinner and all of that child. So Tito was now trying to advise Shalewa, saying that love conquers all. Hmm. That considering the fact that Mohammed introduced you to his family, it's a big deal. The promise ring means commitment, that he loves you, you love him, so they can work things out. And honestly, that really, really upsets me because I'm a very good friend to Shalewa, and you can see all that she has been through. How this whole thing has been draining her, and I feel like that her advice wasn't what Shalewa needed, because she could have been quite objective in giving her opinion on what she would. I don't know, Sha, but Tito's advice wasn't really cutting it for me with the whole love conquers all. Like, it's actually not enough. It's not enough to conquer all. Cause there's a lot going into play. There's a lot to consider. There are a lot of other different factors. So I was so happy like that didn't sway, Shalewa's decision. That didn't sway like what she already had in her head to do. Tito was waiting for the Mohammed and Shalewa ship to sail, and Shalewa on the other end was like, she doesn't know what to do, she's confused, and she wish she could talk to her therapist and just like clear her head and just like figure out what she wants to do, what she needs to do, kind of thing. That's all aside, we get to see, Mommy Tiwa and her whole YouTube thing. So she does a YouTube live for her waist trainer sponsorship. So she just like talking, doing her video, saying the young ones can wear it at all times if they want to, but the elderly ones should use it with caution, sort of thing. So when she was doing that and giving her like honest opinion about it, she gets a call from the brand saying that she shouldn't say that, trying to tell her what to say. And Momitewa wasn't liking that idea because it made her feel like she was going to be lying, and she's too old to be lying. She didn't lie when she was younger. Why would she be lying at her big age, sort of thing? So she was just her sister about it, and they're telling her to come in, and stuff. So it just shines a light to all these brand deals, like people like selling, pushing something to the public that is not in line with their morals, or they're not products that they are using or comfortable with, but for the sake of let's get this brand deal, let's get this sponsorship, they will still push it out regardless, which was something that is very, very rampant nowadays. Like, very few people you see like speak their truth in regards to certain deals that they get from certain brands. So yeah, it was just nice to see that Omitiwa was just standing her ground, that kind of thing. Then Aunty Dupe on the other end with her conversation with the lawyer friend, Charles. She was being all cute and sweet and just trying to hint to her sister that there's a man in her life. And Momitiba she's always ready for that kind of gist. So after the conversation, Momitiba was like, who is that? Is it that guy of the other? So she'll just be like, typical sister, like how you disturb the sister about, the guy she was talking to. I heard you saying darling and stuff. So it was just very, very funny. But then she was just teasing and to Dupe about it. And she was like, I can hear wedding bells. Considering she has to go to the meeting with her brand people for the breach of contract, Wosi now uses that as an opportunity to send the message to their group saying there will be a party at Wosi's place. This Wosi doesn't need to hear word. She wants to throw a party by fire by force. Wosi wants to be a popular, cool girl. But yeah, we'll see how that will all play out. So that aside, next up we get to see Mide and Tiwa. So he comes back from work and they're just talking about how work has been, yada yada yada, normal talk now. And he now like just tells her like about the comment the lady, is it Grace, made about how she wants to get in bed with him. And obviously that did not sit well with Tiwa. Tiwa was like, that's very unprofessional. And how can she say that? Video was trying to make light of the situation and just say maybe it was a figure of speech, or she didn't mean it, or it was a joke. And Tiwa just like shut it down immediately, saying that no, that it's not appropriate for her to say that in the workplace to you, sort of thing. And where the conversation was going, like, we get where Tiwa is coming from, obviously, but Mide was trying to make the situation seem very, very minute, because if roles were reversed, how Mide will be acting in that situation. So yeah, it was nice how Tiwa was just, what's her name, this one, that she's going to be in the next meeting, this, like, she was just trying to put her foot down at Maka territory and just face off with this person, sha. Like he didn't hide it or make it seem like he was hiding something. So it was nice that he opened up to her about it. And that shows like how far they've gone in their relationship and how communication is like a key, considering how it would have been very easy for him not to have said anything. But yeah, but her response was quite understandable and it was expected. I'm sure he didn't expect when he tells her that she's going to be laughing and be clapping and be dancing. You get so yeah. So that aside, we'll see what will transpire, whether Tiwa will confront this new girl or how things will play on in the coming episode. Yeah. Lastly, we're talking about the Mohammed and Shalewa's meeting. Finally, Mohammed stands up to his family, so he says that he walked away from his family, and because of that, his dad disinherited him. And Shalewa was very very sad about that because he was obviously doing all of this for her. Like for once, he was picking her, he was choosing her, but she wasn't obviously comfortable with that. And she's very big on family, but for him to take that decision, take that big step without talking to her first about it, she didn't like that. And she just like addressed the elephant in the room basically. She just said what was on her mind, and like they love each other and whatnot, but it won't work in the long run, like considering everything that has happened, the cheating, like they didn't address that issue. And she will keep looking over her shoulders, even though they get back together, they get serious, and things progress with them. But she was like, there'll still be one thing or the other. You get, let's say we'll pass this hurdle, there'll be something else, there'll be something else. She doesn't want to live the rest of her life, looking over her shoulder. Like everything she said makes sense. Everything she said is what we've been thinking. Everything she did is what we wanted her to do for quite a while. But she finally, said it, and that they need to go their separate ways for them to have peace and them to move on. She removed the promise ring and she gave it to him. But Mohammed wasn't having it, and he was like, is the sacrifice not big enough for you? Like, what do you want me to do? I'll do anything. And it was very very sad. Like, it was really really emotional scene to watch, and they both like delivered that scene beautifully, because you could feel their emotions, you could feel their sadness, you could feel like everything they were going through. So yeah, it was something that needed to be done. And finally, the Mohammed and Shalewa ship is done. It's a song. So that's about them. I guess this episode just addresses certain issues, like be open and honest with your partner in your relationship, like how Mide was open about what happened. It also like addresses the issue in like people getting married outside their religion, and how that affects everybody in general, the families, the people involved, and also in the long run, because you're going to be with this person for like the rest of your life. Like you need to make the right decision, so you don't end up resenting this person later on, which was something that Shalewa was trying to make Mohammed understand, like, okay, you may say you're fine with him now, but you don't know what will happen later on. You don't know whether you will change your mind later on, wanting to have this, wanting to have that. And, end up, hating the person you loved so much. So she was trying to do them both a favor, although it was going to be very painful. But yeah, so next episode, predictions for the next episode. They'll show more on Didi and her husband, with the whole wedding like planning, like what's going on there, if she had actually moved into his place. And maybe we'll get to see Mommy Tiwa's meeting with her waist trainer people and the lawyer. Then maybe we'll see through the party or not. Tiwa, Mide, and the Lila chick meeting thing. And like this video if you've gotten up to this point. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and check out my other videos that I will link, and leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next episode. Bye.